Peace and blessings, family. This is Oubria, and I am here with just kind of a general reading. Once again, I will say if this reading is for you, you'll probably know it within a couple of minutes of listening to me. But if this reading is not for you, there's no need to leave in the comments that it didn't resonate. You are free to go click out this video, go into the wealth of videos out here in YouTube land, and find you a reading that does resonate with you. Okay, so with that being said, I have prayed over these cards, and for some reason I got unexpectedly emotional. So I feel like somebody is in their feelings but probably not releasing their feelings, which is why they feel so strong, because they're not being allowed to flow. But anyway, I prayed over the cards, I blessed the cards, and I prayed that this message will reach whoever it needs to reach. I also want to say I'm very strongly getting that this is whether this message is for a male or a female, the energy that I'm getting is very masculine. Okay. And I just, in my head, I heard this video from Tony Talks where he was like, I'm man and man, man, man. So whoever this reading is for, I feel like this is not just for a masculine person, but this is for a person who has like a lot of machismo, like somebody who is not just, what I'm trying to say. It's like somebody who has to put on a front, like they don't feel things. It's like that type of masculine. Like I don't feel feelings. I'm a man. Men don't feel, that type of masculine energy. Whether, like I said, whether you're a male or a female, because females can be like that too. Okay, with that being said, crowning the reading, we have the Ace of Cups, the Sphinx, and the quote from the movie Knocked Up, where the chick was throwing up and somebody watching her said she looks like she just realized she's pregnant. So right off the bat, I'm getting, okay, because Sphinxes, so first of all, we have the Ace of Cups, which is obviously about love and emotion. And the scripture that I have for the Ace of Cups says, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. So I feel like this is a person who does not give away their love easily. They don't allow those types of emotions to flow from them easily, because this person's heart is guarded, right? With the Sphinx here, the Sphinx is about riddles, and and riddles can be confusing. So I feel like this person is, maybe because their heart is so guarded, they're a little bit confused as to what is even happening to them. They're like, what is this? Because I just feel like that's not something that they're used to feeling. So this reading is about somebody who is in love and doesn't know what to do, because it's something that they've never felt before. Hence the quote from Knocked Up, where the chick was throwing up and he said she looks like she just realized she was pregnant. That was that woman's first baby, so she didn't know what being pregnant was going to feel like. So I feel like if you're a person who has just realized that you're in love, it kind of makes you want to throw up a little bit and cry. And I think that's part of the Ace of Cups too. Because, and I'm just getting this intuitively, the situation that we have is the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is about mercy, grace, gratitude, charity, deserving, whether or not people deserve what they get, things like that. And so I'm getting that maybe this love, this flowing love that you feel, is not something that you ever thought you would ever feel. So number one, you're kind of overwhelmed with gratitude that you're even anywhere in the proximity of that emotion. I'm getting, you never thought that this would happen to you, but at the same time, I'm getting that because we have the Six of Pentacles clarified by the moon, which once again is about being, going into the unknown, being in a space of darkness. You don't know what the hell to do about this. The moon is also about experiences and cycles over time. And so I'm getting, with your cycles and experiences, you've experienced this energy right here, because we have Big Pimpin' by Jay-Z. Shit, I parts with nothing. Y'all be fronting. Me give my heart to a woman. Not for nothing. Never happened. I'll be forever macking. So I'm getting, and then I just heard it keep going. I got no passion. I got no patience. and I hate waiting. Oh, get your ass. Anyway, so I'm getting here a person who's probably had a lot of relationships. You've probably a person who's had a lot of sex, a lot of relations, but you've never actually felt love. So you've probably treated people in a way, with this Jay-Z quote here, that makes you feel like you don't deserve love, because you've probably treated people like what you're coming to realize was very unloving. Yeah. So the scripture that we have on the back of the Six of Pentacles says, if you lend to those from whom you expect to receive, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners in order to receive back the same amount. But love your enemies and do good and lend, expecting nothing in return, and your reward will be great, and you will be sons of the Most High, for he himself is kind and ungrateful. For he himself is kind to ungrateful and evil men. I'm getting you feel like an ungrateful and evil man. And the love that you feel is reminding you of the goodness of God, that you're totally getting a gift that you don't deserve. And I feel like it's throwing you off because you don't know what to do with it. And so what I'm saying is, like, okay, say if you were like in this big pimpin' Jay-Z type mentality for most of your life, it's like you didn't think anything was wrong with that because you thought everybody was like that. Now you're experiencing an entirely different energy, which you realize you did nothing to deserve it. You did nothing to earn it. It just walked into your life. And so number one, you're grateful for it because it's like a breath of fresh air. But number two, it like magnifies, it like puts a flashlight on all the things that you've done to make you feel unworthy of this type of love. So it makes you want to run towards it and hide from it at the same time, which is why we have these two energies in the Six of Pentacles. One person is begging for it, and then this other person is kind of like, you know what, I'll wait. I'm just gonna sit here and observe what the hell is even going on. Okay. I feel like it also puts you in a position of feeling helpless and powerless. Because with Big Pimpin', Jay-Z is like that dude, he's like Big Pimpin'. But then in the Six of Pentacles, these people are begging. So I feel like it makes you feel weak in a type of way, which makes you want to throw up. Okay. So that's the situation. The obstacle is, and first of all, I just want to say the situation sounds like an obstacle in itself, but the obstacle that we have is the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So I'm getting this page is probably a compromise between this crawling, Six of Pentacles energy and this Big Pimpin' Jay-Z energy, to where you feel a little bit bigger than, it's like the happy medium between an ant and an elephant. So you still feel like you might come off kind of immature with this page here, because remember, in the tarot we have pages, then knights, then queens, then kings. Obviously you would probably, in this Jay-Z energy, you probably felt like a king, but now the obstacle is you feel like a page because you're new to this. You're new to love. You feel inexperienced. You don't know what to offer. You don't know what to give. You don't know how this works. So with revelations here, I feel like what this is revealing to you is that things are a lot more complicated than you thought, that you probably feel kind of ill-equipped. So you don't know what to offer. So maybe you hold back offering anything. Because we have this quote from Ari Lennox, the song Whipped Cream. It says, I've been thinking of you. I've been keeping you, aligning my soul with the devil that it chose. So, devil energy in the tarot is very, it can be very toxic. It's about addictions. It's about things that you like, and then you want to do it so much that it becomes like part of your identity to where you can't stop. So I'm getting that's part of the obstacle as well, is that because if you think about even the title whipped cream is not sustaining, it's not fulfilling, but it's sweet. So it's like you could maybe realize that you're in love, that you don't know what to do about that. You're used to being in this big pimping energy. You feel afraid. You feel like you don't have much to offer. So I feel like that might keep you in situations where you choose the devil instead of, just to give the other side, maybe you choose the devil instead of an angel, right? Because that's more familiar. That's what you know. So because of that, because maybe you still spend a lot of time and energy in this Six of Pentacles, big pimping energy, to where you're in this energy, you're this person and not these people. So what I'm trying to say is, like, when you allow yourself to feel like you're in love, you get in this energy. When you allow yourself to feel like you just using people and you just big pimping, then you're in this energy. So then so then you just end up, kind of, the happy medium is that you're in this energy where you can't big pimp nobody because you're a page. But the person that you're in love with, you don't have enough to offer because you're a page. So it's like you've been thrown out of your life, your routine, your dynamic. And I feel like maybe you don't really know which way to go, what to choose. And then on the back, the scripture on the back of the Page of Pentacles says, therefore, since we receive a kingdom which cannot be shaken, let us show gratitude by which we may offer to God an acceptable service with reverence and awe. So I'm focusing on, we receive a kingdom which cannot be shaken. And that goes along with this. I've been thinking of you. I've been keeping you. The person that you love, you can't stop thinking about them. This love is a kingdom that cannot be shaken, that you've received. Like I said, it's with the Six of Pentacles here, it's a gift from God. You can't get it out of your head. But you don't know what to do about it. You don't know what to offer to it. You feel like everything that you might have is not enough. Suddenly you feel like you're not enough. And you just feel like you're at the mercy now of your heart, which feels open and vulnerable and unprotected. And it's just very confusing and uncomfortable. And it's you know how, like, that throw up feel, like, you know how when you jump off a building and you fall really fast and it feels like your stomach is floating up. Okay, I'm sorry, because no one who's watching this really has jumped off a building. But so I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, I've had dreams where I've jumped off buildings and I feel that feeling in my stomach. So, but maybe you haven't had dreams like that. Say if you go on a roller coaster and there's that drop, and so it's like you drop, your body drops, and then you feel like your stomach kind of floating up because your stomach doesn't drop as fast. That's what this falling in love energy feels like, and that's why it makes you want to throw up. But it makes you feel like you've been, like, displaced out of your life or out of your body. So you might feel like you're outside your body. You don't know where you fit. You don't know who you are. It's just I feel very panicked even trying to explain this energy. It's like, oh, I don't know what to do. It's like that type of just ugh. So I don't know. It's disconcerting. And there's anger in here somewhere, and I can't quite figure out where it is, but I feel it. The Five of Cups, though, is about sadness, and this is the solution to feel your sadness. But this is an angry type sadness. I don't know who you're angry. I don't know if you're angry at yourself, because we do have the Five of Cups clarified with the Hermit. So there's somewhere where you might be mad at yourself. And I'm getting that's it too, is like you may be angry at the person that you love, but you don't know why you're mad at them. So, but you are. So it's a confusing anger. It's that type of anger that makes you want to cry because you're so mad, but you can't articulate what you're mad about. And then once again, it's confusing because with this Ace of Cups here, that's all sorts of emotions being unlocked. So it's angry tears, happy tears, crying when something's funny. It's unlocked all these emotions. It's letting all these feelings out that you maybe had with the Sphinx here, kind of kept locked away, and nobody kind of knew how to access them. Nobody knew how to make you emote. Nobody knew how to make you show how you feel. And now it's like out. It's like the lion's out of the cage and you don't know how to put it back. And by lion, I mean your heart. So the solution that we have here is the Five of Cups, which is just to allow yourself to feel everything that you're feeling. Namely, I'm feeling disappointment. I'm feeling maybe that you're disappointed at yourself for possibly how you handled this situation, with this big pimping shit over here, staying in your comfort zone and still just being afraid to really offer and honor love the way that you should honor love, but maybe you've never seen that before. You don't know what that looks like. You didn't know how to do that. You don't want to come off like an immature person who didn't know how to do that. It's anyway. So the solution is the Five of Cups, to feel your feelings and stop drinking. If you are drinking, stop it, because the scripture on the back of here says, "But Hannah answered, No, Lord, I am a woman troubled in spirit. I have drunk neither wine nor strong drink, but I have been pouring my soul out before the Lord." So if you've been drinking to suppress all this emotion, it's only making it worse. And then we have this quote from The Last Dragon, when Bruce Leroy put that dude's head in the vat of water because he was like obsessed with just power and control. And so there was these piranhas in a water tank that would just instantly eat anything that was put into the tank. And so the hero of the movie stuck the villain's head in the tank for a second, and he said hot heads need cool water. So there's something like eating away at you, and you have to confront it, because otherwise it's just going to keep eating away at you. And then I had the urge to, a minute back, to write on this card the quote from the song, this Sade song. It says, "I still really, really love you. Love is stronger than pride." So it's like this love is not going anywhere. You may feel prideful. You may feel angry. You may feel resentful about it. You may be mad about it. You may with the Hermit here, you probably think about this shit all the time. You probably have a lot of thoughts about this. But the thing is that this love, this Ace of Cups that is crowning the reading, is literally a crown. It's not going anywhere. It's not, I mean, even the Hermit's head is blue. It's like, this love is everywhere around you. It's not going anywhere. It's constant, it's eternal, and it's pissing you off. So you have to figure out why it's pissing you off, because it's not going to go anywhere. And if you, and I feel like drinking might make it worse, because, they say drunk men tell no lies. So you might even think about this or talk about this even more when you're drinking, and then it makes you even more angrier. So then you drink more, and it just becomes this really bad cycle, because I feel like when you drink, you're mean. So then you get more into this big pimping shit. I parts with nothing. Y'all be fronting me. Give my heart to a woman. Not for nothing. Never happened. I'll be forever macking. So then you deal with more people out of your, but more people that you don't care about. And it's like starting to cause this just string of like broken hearts and really badness. And this is not good. So stop it. That's your solution. You have to stop it. Think about what you're doing. And I feel like once you stop it, you're probably going to feel really disappointed with yourself, really angry with yourself. But the thing is, too, this is, however you're acting, I feel like this is something that you have inherited from the examples around you. This show that you're putting on is the way that you have been shown that masculine energy is supposed to act or supposed to feel. And with the Five of Cups is a 5 card. The number 5 is about power and transition and change. Also, 2021, we're in a 5-year. So this is the time. The time is now for you to change this behavior, for you to change this cycle and this pattern. You have to decide that it stops with you. And that's never comfortable. It feels fucking weird. It's going to feel confusing. You are going to be angry. Ashamed, all those feelings, but they're not going to last forever. And then once it's over, and then you are free at that point to make better choices and be a better person and do what you're supposed to do and honor this love that's not going anywhere, which I think was why God sent you this love in the first place, this grace and this mercy, because you are the one who's supposed to break this cycle. And you would not have done it if you just kept dealing with people who didn't get you pregnant, so to speak. It's like when you get pregnant, you're forced to make certain changes as a mother because that baby is inside of you. So like, say if you smoke cigarettes, once you get pregnant, you can't smoke cigarettes because it's bigger than you. Well, that's the thing with this love. Even though you're a masculine energy, you're pregnant right now. You're pregnant with a love that's not going to go anywhere. And so it's just going to continue to grow. So you're going to have to make certain changes now in the beginning phases in order to make sure that it grows up into the best possible version of because it's you. Love is when you're pregnant, the baby that you give birth to is you and that other person. So you're growing a different version of yourself right now, and this love is what kicked it off. So you just want to make sure that you honor that, because if you don't, it's like you're not honoring yourself. And I feel like deep down inside you know that, which is what this Five of Cups is about. So if you wanted to grow up, this is your chance. Page of Pentacles. Okay. So the outcome is this blank card here, which is I find very interesting. The outcome is what you make it. You're the person who decides how this is going to end. It's clarified by patience. Okay. And that's clarified by this quote from the Departed, which says, act accordingly. The outcome is extremely simple. You are writing a new beginning. You're going to decide how this turns out. And I feel like somebody is being patient. Somebody is waiting. Someone's not going anywhere. This energy is not going anywhere. This love, which is the same blue as this patience, it's not going anywhere. So act accordingly, because you're in control of how this all ends. Act accordingly. It's not going nowhere. Okay, so that has been your reading. If it resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you're not the masculine energy watching, if you're the feminine energy watching this, then hopefully this reading just gave you some insight into what's going on with that person. But either way, take it how it resonates. If you have not subscribed to my channel before, please take the time to do so now. And if you would like a personal reading from me, that information will be in the description box below. Have a wonderful day. Peace.